Okay, so the hype is out there and it's not going away. But is it something that the majority of the people want to see? Will it bring in a new fan base for boxing? I don't know about that. I want to see it. I want to see this fight for the reasons mainly being that Holyfield was my favorite fighter when I was growing up, and I got a comment today from a boxing greats by Gary Wilson, and on my other video that I had posted about Tyson and Holyfield happening, and it probably is going to happen. But here's what he said, and it's a legitimate point, and I want to know if there's anybody else out there that feels the same way that the Greats by Gary Wilson feels. And this is what he said. He said, in a word, no. When asking if you would like to see him fight, he said, in a word, no. Nor should they. Great warriors that they were. I love Tyson and Holyfield and would like to remember them as champions. Tyson was shot 15 years ago, as was Holyfield. I would not like to see them in a ring again. Great warriors that they were. I love Tyson and Holyfield and would like to remember them as champions. So what he's basically saying is he's got this image of them, and as I do too, of when they were younger and they were in the ring fighting each other with all they had. Greatness was in the ring. You were seeing greatness in the ring by these two. And he's saying he's not going to see that greatness that he saw back in the late 80s, mid 90s. And I understand that. Is it going to destroy the picture of those champions, or should he just not watch it? I feel opposite about this. I feel like we're all going to be, Tyson's 53 and Holyfield's 57. We're all going to be there one day. I would like to know what I could do. What kind of punishment my body could take. What kind of punishment my body could give when I'm 53, 57, maybe 60, up into 60s. We've never experienced anything like this before. We've never seen it. So would it take away from me seeing my boxing legends and heroes back in the day of ancient fairies and trolls going into the ring in 2020? No. For me, it would be, wow. Even if they can last 2 full rounds going at it head to head, there's something to say here. What we would be seeing as far as what the human mind and body is capable of, what kind of punishment it could take and give at this age, at such a older age like this, and the will and the heart that you still could have at that age. I want to see that heart. I don't care who wins. Honestly, I don't care who wins, but I want to see how this fight progresses. I want to see this fight because it's two of the greatest that ever boxed, two legends that are still up and roaming, saying, I still got something left. This is what you can do if you take care of yourself. It would be like this. I don't know. I just want to see it. And I respect Gary Wilson's comment saying, I don't want to see it. I want to remember them as the champions they were. And granted, they're not going to go out there and beat Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. They're not going to go take their belts. I get that. But could they? Could they beat Pulev? I think Mike Tyson or Holyfield could beat Pulev. If they got in early, got into the first or second round and just went haywire on Pulev, the guy that Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight, the ranked 10th or 13th guy. But I think that they can make it in the top 8, maybe in the top 8. in the fighters that are out today, because it's a different breed of fighters. These two were warriors. I mean, they were grown up from living in a box to making themselves great with their bodies and mentality and their minds in the ring. So I would love to see this go on. I would love to see it take place. But are there any more Gary Wilsons out there who would rather not see it and remember Holyfield and Tyson for who they were rather than who they are now? Because what I've seen Tyson as who he was and who he is now, mentally, he's 10 times better than he was back then, mentally, as a person. But he's got that thing that can click, too. You never know what's going to happen with Tyson. But what I've seen, the changes I've seen him go through and the person I've seen him become compared to who he was is just a phenomenal thing. That alone is a victory for him. So to come and see him go in and take another victory by just getting in the ring at age 53 is a beautiful thing. And Holyfield, mentally, Holyfield was probably the greatest mental fighter because he was so small compared to the other ones. He had to be mental. To see him get into the ring with Tyson, I would love to see it. Anyway, leave your comments and let me know what you would think. Not who's going to win or who's going to lose, but yeah, you can put that in there too if you like. But do you think this could destroy a memory of old? If you see two old men get in there and just don't show up, which knowing them back in the day, you're going to see these guys show up. They're going to show up and they're going to give something. They're going to put something out there. It's going to be a show. But I think it would. But would it ruin your childhood memories of who they were? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope that we check you later and like and subscribe, or we'll talk more about this stuff in the future.